to please call the number on your screen, 888-88-LEGAL. We want to hear from you guys. Today we have Yoel Damas.
Hi, how's everyone doing today?
One of our partners here at PraDa Law. And, of course, Jennifer Pratt, one of our partners here also at PraDa Law.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And our guest, Javier Rodriguez, who is a workman's compensation lawyer.
Good evening. Thanks for having me.
And today we have I call it the free show, right? And why free? Because Attorney Rodriguez is here to talk about workers' comp matters. Attorney Pratt is here to talk about personal injury matters. Kind of related, kind of not, and we'll go into why that's the case. And I'll be here to talk about labor matters. Overtime, getting underpaid, not even the minimum wage. And the reason why we call it the free show is because every one of these cases, our firm takes it on contingency. What does that mean? You pay nothing. And I'm not talking about the consultation. I'm talking about we don't get paid unless you get paid. And that means we're in it with you. That means we're your partner in these cases. And if we take them, it's because we are going to do everything. I mean, we always do everything we can for every single one of our clients. But in these cases particular, we're your partners. We don't get paid a dime unless you do. And that's important. So let's jump right into it. Let's talk some personal injury to start the show off, Attorney Pratt.
Absolutely, that's right. When we take on a personal injury case, it's a risk because we are betting that we are going to be able to get some money for you. And like Attorney Damas said, if we do not collect any money for you, you are not going to have to pay us attorney fees. All the costs, everything are incurred by the law firm. And what are personal injury cases? Well, we have everything from a car accident to a slip and fall, premises liability, and beyond. If you've been injured in a car accident, particularly with an Uber or any kind of shared drive, these are cases that are very, very highly litigated, and you need an attorney that has experience not only pre-litigation but also litigation. Oftentimes, PI, personal injury attorneys, will take your case, but they won't litigate. And that's the difference between our law firm. We will litigate these personal injury cases, and we have no fear to go to trial in front of a jury and win this case for you. Every case is different, but we're here to help. First consultation is free.
Now, Attorney Pratt, so if it's a litigated case and it actually goes to court, to a jury, do they have to pay up front then?
Absolutely not. The contingency continues. All the costs that are incurred, from everything from the filing fee to any subpoenas or court reporters or any other costs that come with litigating a case, is something that the law firm takes on. Now,
we're going to get into what exactly is a tort case or a personal injury case, because a lot of people just think accidents. But there's a lot of details, and one of those details is, when you were driving, were you working? And now we're going to hear a little bit from Attorney Rodriguez and what that means, and it's actually a different type of case. Attorney Rodriguez?
Well, I'm here to talk about workers' comp, but workers' comp also can be involved with a car accident case. So if you're driving for your employer, if you're a delivery person, and you get into a car accident case, you have a car accident case, and you also have a workers' comp case. Workers' comp is very, very basic. I want you to ask yourself this one question, very simple. Have you been hurt at work? Let me say that again. Have you been hurt at work? If the answer to that question is yes, you are entitled to benefits. And we're going to fight for those benefits, and we're going to demand those benefits, and you're not going to pay us a dime. Just like the other two attorneys on the panel said, these are contingency fee cases. We only get paid if you get paid. So with workers' comp, you're entitled to three basic things. The first is your medical benefits. We're going to fight to make sure that you don't pay a dime for any medical service. That means your hospital bills, your MRIs, your physicians, your doctors, your prescription drugs. All of those things are paid for by the workers' comp insurance company. The second thing is your lost wages. So every week while you're at home, because you cannot work, they have to send you a check. We're going to fight to make sure they send you that check, they send it to you every week, and they send it to you for the appropriate amount. And the last thing that these insurance companies are never going to talk to you about is a settlement. We're going to help you negotiate a settlement, put monies in your pocket, and again, we're going to work day and night. The consultation's free. You're not going to pay us anything for every phone call, every pleading, every time we go to court. All of that is 100% free.
Thank you, Javier. Yes. And once again, if you've been hurt at work, please give us a call. PraDa Law. We're here to help you. We want to help you. We want to take your questions. Give us a call at 888-88-LEGAL. We're ready to take your call. We want to represent you.
Thank you, Jackie. Now, I want to hone in on this because this is important. Because Attorney Rodriguez, you have a really nice suit on. And Attorney Pratt, you look stunning like always. So my question is, are you serious when you say they don't have to pay a dime unless you get them some type of reward? Is that, and I want to start with Attorney Pratt and then Attorney Rodriguez. I want to hone that in because people might say, you know what, it sounds too good to be true. And if it's too good to be true, it probably isn't. Well, the answer is these suits, and I'll just advance it a little bit. These suits are paid for by getting you results. And every case is different, but those suits are paid for by results. And that matters. Go ahead.
That's right, Attorney Damas. The truth of the matter is that with contingency cases, the whole purpose, the whole objective is for the law firm to take on that risk, to take on the costs that are incurred, to take on the attorney time that is needed in order to properly prosecute and litigate, whether it's pre-litigation or at the litigation case, your case. So yes, it is true. You will not have to take any money out of your bank account, pay us $1 in any of these cases unless we're able to collect for you.
Simple. And Attorney Rodriguez?
They're both right. Workers' comp operates the same way. You don't pay us anything. And I'll do you one better. Call us 10 times a day. Text me 5 times a day. Email me. As much as you want, all of those things are covered from start to finish. You don't pay any fees. The only way fees are paid is if we recover on your behalf.
So you're telling me you're not going to bill them to death?
There's no billing. Just show up, call us, let us work on your case, and we'll take care of it for you.
So the call is free. Being on this program with us is free. The consultation is free. And if we take your case, we don't get paid unless you do. It's pretty simple. It's a no-brainer, and it's a winner. So take advantage of that. It's a win-win situation for everyone. Now, Attorney Pratt, going into personal injury, and people talk personal injury, but let's get into what it really means. What about if a dog bites you? What about if you were assaulted in a parking lot in a building? I mean, there's a lot that goes into the realm of what I call our free cases. I call this the free show.
Right, no, absolutely. Everyone thinks it's just car accidents, but basically any time you've been physically injured outside of the scope of your employer, really, of your employment, it is a personal injury case, whether it's a slip and fall at a restaurant, at a supermarket, or even in your own condominium. Anywhere you are, even a friend's house, anywhere you are, if you can be injured, you can have a personal injury case. Dog bites included. All of these cases are handled on contingency, and they're very important to take to an attorney immediately. I can't stress how important it is to take your case to an attorney from the beginning so that we can work up the case, provide you with the advice that has taken us years to learn. Medicals, so important that you get correct medical treatment from the beginning. Of course, if your case already started, still come on by, let us know. We're here to help, and we can try to rearrange the case so that you can maximize money in your pocket.
Now, we got to go to a quick commercial break, but before we go there, quick, Attorney Rodriguez, when it comes to workers' comp, they don't have to necessarily be in a car, right? They could be working at home right now, and it's quick right before the commercial.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'll be really quick, and we'll get into it when we come back from the commercial. Right now, a lot of people are working from home. They're setting up their home offices. If they have a trip and fall at their house because of an extension cord, if they're moving their computer and they throw out their back, those are cases that fall into workers' comp now, and we'll help you run those cases, settle those cases, put money in your pocket. The consultation's free.
Did you hear Attorney Rodriguez?
Yeah.
A extension cord. If you trip over an extension cord and you're working, it's a workers' comp case, and you're entitled to benefits. Think about it, and it's free. 888-88-LEGAL. We got a lot more to talk about. We could go really deep into this. We'll be right back.
Home right now, asking yourself, how will I pay my rent, my mortgage, my bills, my credit card debt? I'm attorney Alexis Garcia with PraDa Law. I've personally helped people with financial problems over the last 10 years. I understand what you are going through, We saw people lose it all in the 2008 financial crisis. You don't have to lose it all. The consultation is free. Call us now. I will help protect what you have built. You have nothing to lose by calling us. Call us now. These are trying times. This deadly virus is affecting our health, economy, jobs, our small business owners. Bankruptcy protection may be able to save assets and immediately stop your creditors from harassing you. Small business owners, employees of business of any size, we know you need help. Call us now. We will help you get back on your feet. Don't wait until it's too late. This is the time to call.
Sé que estás en la casa ahora mismo preguntándote, ¿cómo? ¿Cómo voy a pagar la hipoteca, la renta, los biles, las tarjetas de crédito? Soy la abogada Jennifer Pratt con PraDa Law. Yo personalmente he ayudado a las personas con problemas financieros durante los últimos 10 años. Yo entiendo por lo que estás pasando. Vimos cómo la gente lo perdió todo durante la crisis financiera del 2008. No tienes que perderlo todo. Llama ahora. La consulta es gratis. Te ayudaremos a proteger todo lo que has construido durante todos estos años. Sabemos que estos son tiempos difíciles. Este virus mortal está amenazando nuestra salud, nuestra economía, nuestros empleos y a los propietarios de nuestras pequeñas empresas. La consulta es gratis. Llame ahora. Te ayudaremos a recuperarte. No esperes hasta que sea demasiado tarde. Llame ya.
Welcome back to PraDa Law Live. I'm your host, Jackie Mendez, and we really do have a great show today. We're talking about workman's comp. Have you been injured at work? If you have, please call us on the screen, 888-88-LEGAL. We're here to help you. We want to represent you, and we have a lot to talk about today. Joel?
Yep, thank you, Jackie. And before we get into any more workers' comp or personal injury, which we got a lot to talk about, we're also going to talk a little bit of employment and labor law. And that is, if you are working more than 40 hours right now and you're not getting paid overtime, you might be due not only the hourly wage, but damages as well. If you are, especially commission people, car dealerships are notorious for this. Anyone that's on commission, pay attention. You must be making minimum wage. That means even if they write you a check, you gotta calculate, did you put in 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours? And when you divide that up, if you are under the minimum wage, not only are you owed the money that they did not pay you, but you're owed damages. And it's important that you look at this situation, and even if it's happened in the last 2 years and you're no longer employed, you need to call us. This is also one of these free cases. Unless we're able to get you the money that you should have made, we don't make a dollar. And that's important. Not a dime. It will cost you not a dime. No cost and nothing up front. So you have nothing to lose. By calling the number on the screen, 888-88-LEGAL, 888-88-LEGAL. It can't get any simpler. You're able to access any of these free services that we offer you, so you have nothing to lose. Now, before the break, Attorney Rodriguez, we were talking about workers' comp, and we were talking about the extension cord, and maybe even, as another example, if I tell my employee, hey, go get me a cafecito, what happens then? Are they on the job?
Absolutely. The legal term is course and scope of employment. So if you're being directed by your employer to do something, you're on the clock. If you get hurt while you're doing that, they owe you damages. You have a workers' comp case. And a lot of people think, well, I don't want to bring this against my employer. I've worked there for a long time. The employer's always been good to me. At the end of the day, you are going against their workers' comp carrier. You're going against their workers' comp insurance company. And guess what? That insurance company's not your friend. What they want to do is get you to a doctor and get you back to work as soon as possible. You're a number in their system. They don't care about you, and you shouldn't care about them. So you're doing nothing wrong by filing your workers' comp claim. It's a free consultation. It's a free service, essentially, that we're going to provide for you. We're going to work hard day and night to make sure you're compensated and you're getting all your medical benefits, you're getting all your lost wages. You have nothing to lose. So give us a call. The number on the screen is 888-88-LEGAL.
Now, Attorney Rodriguez, honing in on that, the insurance company pays. So the question is, and I'm sure some of our viewers are asking themselves, what happens if the employer doesn't have insurance? Or are they mandated in Florida, for example, to have workers' comp? And this is just something very normal for them to carry?
Well, in the state of Florida, if you have 4 or more employees, you're obligated to carry workers' comp coverage. So for the most part, most employers will carry it because there's huge fines and they're at risk if they're not carrying that coverage. But even if they don't have it, we can then bring a personal injury type lawsuit, a tort claim, a negligence claim directly against the employer. So the key thing is, if you got hurt at work, you need to call us.
Now, Attorney Rodriguez, if they were hurt at work, or if they got hurt at work, do they need to report it? Is there some minimum things? I mean, one of the things they should do is call it 888-88-LEGAL, but is there some minimum things that they should do? And I guess the second question to that is, if they didn't do it, does it bar a claim now? And if you could get into both of those.
Yeah, those are good questions. So basically, there's a 30-day reporting requirement. All you have to do is tell your supervisor, your boss, even a co-employee, as long as it's noticed to the employer, you have a case, you have a claim, okay? If you did not report that case within 30 days, call us. Let us do the investigation. Because if we can show that the employer did have notice, they were aware of the accident, and they did not report the claim timely, you still have a case that we will litigate, we will fight for, and you have benefits. A lot of people also have been laid off because of the pandemic, are not working. You may have had a workers' comp case from 2 years ago, 5 years ago. You still can file a claim. Let me say that again. You could have had a case 2 years ago, 5 years ago. As long as you got medical care within the last 12 months paid for by the workers' comp company, you have an open case. So I know there's people out there that have cases, that are sitting on cases, that have no idea there's money there for you to look at, especially during these times, and we can help you.
The call is free, the consultation is free, and this type of case is technically free, because unless you get paid, we don't get paid. Now, there's some deadlines, especially on car accidents coming up in South Florida as well, that they must report. Is that right, Attorney Pratt?
That's right. For example, there were some changes a couple of years ago to the PIP laws. This is everybody in Florida that drives has to have PIP, which is personal injury protection insurance. And what was happening was a lot of people were getting into car accidents and not documenting it or not notifying their insurance right away. And so the insurance companies, because they have a lot of money, were able to basically go to the legislator and say, we want a rule, we want a law that says now that it caps people within 14 days. And so there are some ways around this law, but truly it is very important that if you've been in a vehicle, in a car accident, that you not only report it to your carrier, but that you immediately seek medical attention and proper medical attention. And this is why earlier I said the sooner you come to us with your case, I don't care if it just happened, give us a call. I don't care if you're at the hospital, give us a call. We'll come to you. We will come and see what is going on with you. It is important that you come to us as early as possible in your case so that we can properly guide you so that none of these deadlines are missed and mistakes are not made early on in your case.
Now, Attorney Pratt just said something that's very important. Said these insurance companies have a lot of money. What does that mean? If you're owed any of it, make sure you go get it. That's very important. And unless we get you some of that money, we don't make any money. And it's simple, right, Jackie? What do they got to do?
It's so simple. Just call the number on your screen, 888-88-LEGAL. If you've been hurt at work, we can help you. If you have an old claim, something that happened to you 2 years ago, give us a call. You still have a chance.
Yeah. Bit by a dog, hurt at work. Maybe you were mugged, and maybe we'll come right back and talk about, premise liability and things related to safety. And we'll talk some more overtime and other free matters. 888-88-LEGAL. We'll be right back.
You know you're home right now asking yourself, how? How will I pay my rent, my mortgage, my bills, my credit card debt? I'm attorney Alexis Garcia with PraDa Law. I've personally helped people with financial problems over the last 10 years. I understand what you are going through. We saw people lose it all in the 2008 financial crisis. You don't have to lose it all. The consultation is free. Call us now. I will help protect what you have built. You have nothing to lose by calling us. Call us now. These are trying times. This deadly virus is affecting our health, economy, jobs, our small business owners. Bankruptcy protection may be able to save assets and immediately stop your creditors from harassing you. Small business owners, employees of business of any size, we know you need help. Call us now. We will help you get back on your feet. Don't wait until it's too late. This is the time to call.
Sé que estás en la casa ahora mismo preguntándote, ¿cómo? ¿Cómo voy a pagar la hipoteca, la renta, los biles, las tarjetas de crédito? Soy la abogada Jennifer Pratt con PraDa Law. Yo personalmente he ayudado a las personas con problemas financieros durante los últimos 10 años. Yo entiendo por lo que estás pasando. Vimos cómo la gente lo perdió todo durante la crisis financiera del 2008. No tienes que perderlo todo. Llama ahora. La consulta es gratis. Te ayudaremos a proteger todo lo que has construido durante todos estos años. Sabemos que estos son tiempos difíciles. Este virus mortal está amenazando nuestra salud, nuestra economía, nuestros empleos y a los propietarios de nuestras pequeñas empresas. La consulta es gratis. Llame ahora. Te ayudaremos a recuperarte. No esperes hasta que sea demasiado tarde. Llame ya.
Welcome back to PraDa Law Live. I'm Jackie Mendez. We have a great show for you guys today. Attorney Rodriguez is here joining us. He's with Workmen's Compensation. He's helping us understand what your rights are. And we want to hear more from him. Yoel?
Sure. Thank you, Jackie. Before we go to Attorney Rodriguez and Attorney Pratt again, I want to just touch base again on labor. Very important. Employment law. If you are not getting minimum wage, if you are on commission, and your employer is saying you only get paid commission here. Well, the answer is if you work 10 hours, they had to pay you those 10 hours. That's right. That's what they had to do. So make sure you're getting minimum wage. Make sure if you're on commission, let us evaluate your case. It's free. The evaluation is free.
And you know what else too, Attorney Damas? I've heard about a lot of people who don't get paid on time. And that's also a violation.
That's correct. That's also a violation, which means you could get some damages to do with that. Just bring us your case. The consultation is free. If we take on the case, you don't pay $1 unless we get you some dollars. So it's very simple, and that goes for every type of case that our panel is discussing here tonight. And it's very important that you hone in on what we're saying. Why? Because it is the difference between you receiving a paycheck and not. And again, there's some nuances with these type of laws, and we're going to go first to Attorney Rodriguez because, you know, one of the things that over the break we were talking about, he mentioned the money's in the settlement. What does that mean? These insurance companies, for your employer, they might, you know, pay for you to go to the clinic or get some treatment, but they're not going to really offer you the real money. You're not represented, and they know it. Attorney Rodriguez.
That's a very good point, Yoel. You need a qualified attorney to review and evaluate your claim. I've been doing this for over 20 years. The way they structure those settlements are based on two things. One, your future medical care. What do they anticipate those future dollars are going to be to pay for your medical care? And secondly, your lost wages. How long are you entitled to those wages, and how much is that going to cost? Those are values that the insurance companies know inside and out. Prior to working for the injured worker, I worked 4 years for the insurance companies and the employers. I saw how they evaluate those cases. I know them better than they know themselves. So you need an attorney on your side when you're negotiating these settlements. These settlements are tax-free. You don't pay any taxes, and it's your one shot at getting a lump sum of money from this insurance company for your injuries. You need to call us. The number is 888-88-LEGAL. Again, the consultation is free. We're here to work with you and for you.
And we don't get paid unless you do. That's correct, right?
That's
very,
right.
Very important that we drive that message home because people need to understand that. Now, over the break, our production crew was telling us how one of them was just in an accident and how the tow truck driver offered them services, whether it was rent-a-cars and a medical place and even an attorney, the tow truck driver. Now, here in the state of Florida, that's illegal. And to talk a little bit about that, we're going to talk about with attorney Jennifer Pratt. And Jennifer Pratt, we also want to talk about these referral services, 4, I don't know what, 9, 1, I don't know what. Point is, you're calling these places, you don't know who you're calling. You don't know if you're calling a law firm. You don't know if you're calling a medical provider. The truth is, most of these attorney referral services are medical providers. They're chiropractors. They're after one thing and one thing only, and that's your PIP benefits. What are PIP benefits? Attorney Pratt, tell us why referral services, tow truck drivers, the pretty girls on Facebook, none of that is a good way to go.
That's right. Well, first and foremost, if you have a legal issue, you need to go see an attorney, right? If my foot hurts, I go to a podiatrist. If my heart hurts, I go to a cardiologist. You go to an attorney that knows what they're doing and has experience. When you see these accidents on the road, and so often you see the tow truck driver and everyone else kind of coming in and telling you and giving you a card, that is illegal. Solicitation in Florida is illegal, and us as attorneys are not allowed. I mean, oftentimes, I'll be honest, I see car accidents. We're in Miami all the time. I want nothing more than to give that guy my card and say, I can help you. But that would be improper, unethical. I can't do that. So if someone approaches you on the scene of the accident, be very wary of who they are. This will come out in deposition if your case is litigated. Do not trust whoever is coming to you. Take their information, sure, but you need to call an attorney. And that's why we're doing this show, to help the public, to let you know. What is PIP money? PIP money are the first $10,000 in medical benefits when you're in a car accident. This is money that your car insurance pays. Now, hold on, don't get mad at me, because everyone does. They say, but it wasn't my fault. Why do I have to pay? Talk to the Florida legislator. The way the law is written is that the first $10,000, minus any deductible, goes out of your insurance. Now, oftentimes people ask me, are my rates going to go up? Are this? Guys, this is why you pay for this insurance. It's the same thing if you had a problem in your home and you had to contact your home insurance. Wouldn't you contact them? Wouldn't you make a claim? Why? Because you're paying for it every month. You're paying for this PIP every single month. So go and make your claim. Come to our office. Help us help you. We make sure that your PIP benefits are paid, because let me tell you, that's a whole nother battle. A lot of insurance companies don't want to pay. That's right. Your own insurance company that you feel so bad about making a claim against, oftentimes I have to fight them in addition to the bodily injury other side, because they don't want to pay. They want to cut you off at $2,500. I have to show them that you're going to pay the full amount on this minus any deductibles. So it's important for you to have an attorney that's not only knowledgeable but aggressive, and someone that's going to be holding your hand throughout this whole process, because you've been injured, you've suffered a trauma. You need someone that's here for you and that knows what they're doing.
Now, before I go back to Attorney Rodriguez and Attorney Pratt for some last-minute words, I just want to hone in on make sure who you're calling. There's nothing wrong with calling a simple number like this one, 888-88-LEGAL. We do this for you. So when you're in the middle of a bind, it's easy for you to call us. But make sure you're calling a lawyer, a law firm, not a lawyer referral service. Most lawyer referral services are doctors. They're after your PIP benefit. Don't go there. Call a law firm. Some quick last words, Attorney Rodriguez?
Just real quick, this was the free show, right? So you got nothing to lose. It's like Jerry Maguire when Tom Cruise is telling Cuba Gooding Jr., help me help you. Help me help you. Just call us. It's free, 888-88-LEGAL.
I love it. And Attorney Pratt?
And that's right. I mean, I echo Attorney Rodriguez's sentiment. If you're in a car accident or any kind of injury case, give us a call. The sooner the better. If you have an attorney right now, you're not happy with how they're handling your case, give us a call. The case continues to be on contingency through the end.
And last words from me. Labor, employment, overtime, minimum wage. If you're on commission, especially my commission people, I'm talking to you. Make sure you're getting paid. If you were in the office a certain week and you didn't get a check because supposedly you did not get commission, you're owed money. Not only that, if your paychecks are Friday, they're Friday. We got to go. Don't wait till next week. 888-88-LEGAL.